tomorrow night we take on the Spurs. What are your thoughts on that?
What up, Billy? Mavs win. Mavs win. Mavs win.
They did get a win tonight. I'm over here. I apologize for being a little late. I'm over here just kind of going over notes. I need to.
Wait, hold on. You got notes?
Yeah, I got a couple of notes, man. I didn't get a chance to write too much. I was really more so focused on this Twitter handle. Do you know someone? It looks like if I can read this correctly, at Carlisle Teague _. Are you familiar with this person?
I am familiar with her.
Okay. They tell me she's a very nice person, and I just want to make sure that I give her proper dues.
Hold on. I know that's what you're doing, so hold on. Let me see. Can I get this for you right here?
The Mavericks and the Spurs tomorrow night.
Well, I feel like I'm going up against the
it's
Wolves
not playing
right now, but I'm definitely going to go
it's
ahead
not
and
playing.
pick the Spurs to end up the top.
You can't hear anything, can you?
No, I hear it perfect. Yeah, I see the person. I think I see the assailant right there in the middle.
Can you hear what she's saying?
Yes, I can hear exactly what she's saying.
Hold on.
Dogs of this game. Now, I know that it seems a little bit, sketchy for me to pick that because the Spurs only won 6 out of their 10 games, whereas the Mavericks are doing a much better job. But I feel like the X factor and the reason why the Spurs lost the game against the Mavs last time was because one of their best defensive players on the bench on the Spurs team, DeJounte Murray, came out in the first few minutes of the game, and I feel like he would be potentially able to put out the clamps on Luka. I don't know if he's going to put on the clamps, but I think he'll be able to stop him just a little.
Wow.
Well,
you
have Miss Carolina. Hold on, I think I lost my headset. Can you hear me now, Billy?
Yes, I hear you. I got you loud and clear, bud.
Yeah. That was Miss Carolina who's basically calling her shot, saying that they were going to win this game.
She did.
She did that, right?
I did see that, and you know what?
I just wanted to mess with her. Yes,
she did say that, and you know what? Here's the thing, man. I mean, and you being the great quality broadcaster that you are, man, I figured that some of that might rub off on her last night, but she decided to go opposite, and I understand. But Miss Carolina Teague, we are here to console you in your time of need because we are all part of the same team. We just happen to operate out of different cities.
Well, hold on before we get started. I need to clear up some rumors that think that I'm out here repping 210. I want to make sure I get that correct. I'm not repping 210. I just have obviously, I just have a Spurs polo. That's it. I'm getting every team polo. I don't want anybody to think I'm repping 210. Let Billy tell it. I'm already repping 213.
713. Yeah, 713.
713. He said I'm repping the 713.
All up and through there. They say your name is popping in the streets down in the South, man. Texas. They know you on a first name basis down there. So we need to get that corrected, man.
Yeah,
we got to get that corrected.
I only read 214. But look at somebody. Where's the Spurs from?
Good job, Zach. And
matter of fact, I'll tell you what. You want me to grab it? It's right here. It's right here sitting on.
Don't do it.
It's right here sitting on.
Don't embarrass yourself like that. You do that to yourself.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, man, big game tonight for your guy. What's that you like to call him? Big stops.
Well, previously in Christopher with the C. And he got back to Chris, but now, man, that what we saw tonight, that's Big Staps. That's that guy I was telling you about, Big Staps Porzingis. That's that you now, Walt, this is exactly why I told the studio the other day. We can't celebrate 17-10 because he's capable of what you just saw tonight. 28, I think, what was it, 28 and 14? That's what you got to have from him. That's when he's Big Staps. 17-10, that's a mediocre night. That's an off night at the office.
Okay. I mean, I can get jiggy with that. He was balling tonight, man.
Yeah.
Graham Young, go Mavs. Yep, go Mavs. What was that Shane was saying? Talk to him, Billy. That was the best game of the season. He played well both on sides of the floor. He's rebounding crucial. Great win.
Yeah. He was everywhere, man. He showed us a complete game. They dropped it down to him in the post. He was able to score with the mid-range game. He stepped out, stretched the floor with the three. He was killing people on the glass, putbacks, dunks. This is the unicorn that the great Kevin Durant was telling us about at one point in time. This is who we were talking about.
Yeah, and your nephew, what is that you like to call that he got? What's that he got tonight?
A triple Doncic. A triple Doncic occurred tonight. That's right. That's right. Started off slow. Yeah, he started off slow tonight, Walt. I did get confirmation via a text message from Luka around halftime. He let me know that he was still.
I didn't know that you and your nephew was in communication during the game.
We're constantly communicating, man. He did let me know that he was excited about the Dak Prescott deal, so he was still living off that high from earlier. Forgot there was a game tonight. After I informed him, he decided to show up and make things happen. So shout out to nephew tonight. Big game from him. Triple Doncic, 22, 12, and 12.
I had no idea, man. No idea. But yeah, man. Hold on. Let me get this watch party started here, man. And
oh yeah.
The Mavericks, they looked pretty good tonight coming out. You know, Luka started off a little slow.
Yeah.
Your nephew did. But he finishes strong.
Yeah, you guys had sent that to me earlier in the group message, and it was struggling. And I was looking up at one point. I think in the first half, he only had like 6 points. Man, it was very slow. He was turning the ball over a little bit. But I knew once he got into a groove of the game, man, and got a couple to go down. Again, this is why we always point out Luka should get guys involved early in the game because he can get his at any time. At any given time, he can get his. So it's important to get big stops. It's important to get Maxey open looks. It's important to get Richardson open looks. Get guys in the floor of the game. Timmy, get him going because Luka can always go and give you a 15-point explosion in any quarter. That's who he is. So I thought he struggled early, man, but it's not how you start. We should know that from last year. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish the game. Mavericks are finishing games nowadays.
It's always about how you finish.
Right.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it here real quick. Let's watch these highlights here.
Beautiful. That's a great Kevin.
As that's one of Big Stop's spots right there.
Yeah, that's where he needs the ball.
And you come back here. There's your nephew cooking, coming to the basket. Oh, right there.
Whatever he wants.
You say Luka's still in all-star mode. Jalen Brunson, quiet night tonight. Not too much for him. KP, look at that, over 2. You're going to have to send more than that. You want to get me down here tonight. You're going to need more than that tonight.
That's right.
You need more than that tonight. We're cooking. The dojo man gets ripped. We've been talking about this tonight. I've actually been in contact with Carolina tonight. I made it known. I wanted to make it known to her that I do have a jersey for DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay tonight. We have been in talks of, what do you guys need over there? What would you guys like to have that I could get you? What would you like? We're still working out details, but if they want to leave DeMar DeRozan behind, I'm okay with them. Actually, Mike Bassick is in on this too. He's up for some DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, so we want DeMar DeRozan the jersey. Rudy, I'm sorry, like I said, we do not do his size here. Unfortunately, DeMar DeRozan, we can make that happen.
Okay, we got one for Rudy. As a matter of fact, we don't need to make one for Rudy. We'll just take the White Powell's jersey and just give it to him.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. But also, LaMarcus Aldridge, I do want to put this out there. I do not have a jersey for that guy. Do not have one for him.
He's a local product. He's a local product, right? Seagoville. You don't.
I understand, but that's just not the type of hashtag not a good fit here.
True.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what I have to say about him. There's a reason the Spurs let him off. The Spurs don't really hardly ever let anybody go, so that should tell you something already right there. The fact that they did it.
Is that the end of LaMarcus Aldridge in this league, man?
No.
Don't think
he'll become a Laker or Brooklyn or Brooklyn at 1 of the 2.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got Miss Carolina. She is retweeting the stuff we have going. I just want her to join this so that we can see her comments down below. Because me being a man of the people, I want to make sure we deliver the goods. And she's such an outstanding broadcaster, and it would be ashamed if we were not able to get her comments on what happened with the San Antonio Spurs tonight.
Oh, Miss Carolina. There's Maxie with a three. There's Maxie with a three. What happened? What we got?
Carolina writes and she says she's legally blind. So,
Oh no. Oh no. Shout out to
so
Carolina.
disappointing.
Sorry we had to
So
play that clip at
disappointing.
the beginning of the show of you, Carolina, but the people they didn't see. Some people didn't watch the show last night, so we had to let them know. Oh,
Absolutely.
there
And we
she
do
is.
love her.
There she is. There she is. You said she's
Yeah.
legally blind. Well, somebody who wasn't legally blind right here was Luka, as he went right here. Maxie, 3 in the corner. Maxie had an okay night tonight. Here's Luka getting the best. This is the second half. The first half,
Yep.
your nephew was real slow. Give
Yeah.
me some KP action right here. Here we go, right here. This is what I want. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I told you, go ahead and send more than that, Billy. Tonight,
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
you need more than that tonight. You need to
Yeah.
put 3 people on me. He's
Yeah.
cooking
He,
tonight. Luka, step back.
he was
That's
balling.
one. Here. Oh, ooh, man. I tell you what, that kid Walker was giving it to the Mavericks in the first half. He was really giving it to him.
Yeah, he was. He's very athletic, man. A lot of people don't really
Very,
know who he is. He's extremely athletic.
very, very. Now I don't know what College Stein was doing earlier, but I'm gonna tell you this: I wanted him ejected for that. Never do I ever want to see one of my own guys ejected, but he should be ejected for that push.
Really?
That
For
was
the shove?
Yeah, man, you pushed him into somebody, man. You could have hurt. And then he stood over him like it was intentional. Like, come on, man, you can't do. I don't like dirty. I don't like dirty plays like that.
Now wait a minute, man. Now,
Yes,
listen,
he meant to. Yes, he meant to do it. He meant to do it. He pushed him into him on purpose while he was going up for the ball. You can't do stuff like that.
I can listen. No, listen. I can live with the flagrant. He shouldn't have done it. But man,
Yeah, no, that was a dirty play. That was a dirty play. You don't do something like that.
man, I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse, and people
I know,
get
and,
away with it.
right, but that ain't that you don't do that. You can't do that.
Hey, well, I mean,
And then after he did it, he kind of like stood over him, like like that was a cool. And I'm like, nah, man, come on, man. I wouldn't have been upset if they tossed him tonight. That wasn't cool.
Zapachulia did the same thing to who was it? Russell Westbrook that one time, and stood for him and everything. Nothing came of that, man. Guys are going to play basketball. There's not a place in this game for dirty play, but I've seen a lot worse, man. I don't think and Carlisle Stein doesn't have the reputation, so he wasn't going anywhere.
Wait. What reputation doesn't he have?
Of being a dirty player.
I know. So when you see him do something like that, you know it's intentional. You can't do stuff like that, man.
I would kick him out. I mean, if they would have, it would have been understandable. But I don't think that it was the end of the world. That it seems like the internet. Yeah, it seems like the internet is still hyped up on the Dak Prescott signing. I don't know what's going on.
You know what, man? You need to let that. You need to let that go. You need to let that go.
No, I'm on board with it. I'm on board with it. I'm just saying things have become very strange and unusual since the press conference. The press conference was acting that way this morning, remember, or earlier this afternoon, remember?
Yeah, it was. Somebody wants to know: are we still trading KP? Would you like
negative?
Oh,
negative.
That's Mr. Azad. That's EA.
Oh, well.
EA one another.
No, as long as we keep Tovash off the show tonight, KP will not get traded. Not on tonight's show.
We can't listen to a guy who when we had Dak Prescott father on the show, he wore a Tony Romo jersey. You can't trust you can't trust that guy's judgment.
Hey, man. You know what, Walt? I do want to bring something up here with KP. Now you sir, Mr. South Texas, and Mr. Bassett. Both of you.
Hold on, man. I only rep 2-1. I only rep 972 and 214. That's all I know. I don't know. I told you before. I don't know about 469. I don't know about 713 or 210.
Listen, man, they wouldn't know your name down there if you weren't a part of the culture. They know who you are. They know who you are down there in San Antonio. They say they know you as more as they know you as more than just the advocate down there. They know you on a first name basis. So you, Mr. South Texas, and also Mr. Bank, you guys
Never been
both.
to, never been to San Antonio, so I can't say. So far, the only thing I've seen that looks good in San Antonio is Carolina. That's it.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Shout out to our friend Carolina. Listen, but you and Mr. Bassick, man, were very, very tough on KP, especially when he told you.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Listen,
whoa.
listen. When he told you right after the last game before the break, he said, "Hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my mind ready." And you might have not went in as hard as Mr. Bassick, but you
I
did
never,
have some words.
I didn't have words for him. I understood where he was coming from.
I could have sworn you had something that you might have
No,
not
no,
said
you
it
got the wrong
directly. I
guy.
think you might. I thought you were a little sarcastic. I know for sure it was Mr. Bass for sure. He had some tough words for KP. He didn't feel like he needed to get a mental break. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't you. It was Mr. Bassick, and somebody was commenting both saying that what does he need time off for? He's barely been around.
Right.
This is why. The player knows what they need. He told you what he was going to do. Let's celebrate in the fact that he came and delivered what he said he was going to deliver. He gave you 28 basketball points and 14 NBA basketball rebounds tonight. Let's celebrate the return of Big Stops Porzingis. Please.
Well, speaking of which, let's go to the numbers here. And according to Big Stops, got a double tonight, Billy. 28 and 14 for Big Stops.
Yeah. Huge. I mean, he was on the glass. I mean, while he's clearing the defensive boards, he got
He
off
was
the
on the
boards.
glass. He was on the glass and he was kicking ass.
Yeah, he sure was, man. You know, one thing I hated tonight, and I'll say this about Porzingis, and it's not that his game, man. We all saw when he got that clutch offensive rebound and got the and one. I thought that was him yelling at the top of his lungs for the and one.
No,
I
no,
was like,
that's not his style. That's not his
I
style.
know. I looked at it when they showed the replay. I'm like, he didn't say anything. Was that Luca or was that Dodo that did that?
That was Dodo who did that.
I need that energy from Kristaps because that's gonna fire the team up, man. That's gonna fire the team up. Those are moments that I would have loved to let everybody know. Hey, I'm here. How about a little pound on the chest? Let you know I'm here. That's for you, Mr. Bassick. That tonight, what you just saw, that was for you. 28 and 14.
I'll tell you this, I confirm this, that in the middle of the game, I did get a text from Mr. Bassick that said KP actually looks good tonight.
Okay, it's a start. It's a start. We'll take it. Let's just make sure we're giving this man proper respect. That's all we're asking for.
Well, you got it. Also tonight, a thing that Mike Bassick was a little upset about as we get to your nephew here. He felt that with them putting little Patty Mills on him, he should have been bodying him in the paint.
Absolutely.
And he didn't understand why he just didn't take him down on the block and just basically barbecue chicken him up down there in the paint tonight.
Yeah, the grill should have been flame tonight, man. We should have had some patty on that grill tonight. But you know what, Walt? I think what we're looking at with Luka Doncic, he knows he has a complete game. He can do a little bit of everything. I think sometimes Luka gets a little lazy offensively. He can dominate that matchup, but I think the jump shot isn't easy. Dribble, step back. He's good at it. Shoot the jumper. That's less taxing than banging bodies down in the paint and scoring, even though it's Patty Mills. Um, I would have liked for Luka to get the ball down there more and just dominate matchup. He didn't do that, but with coaching and maybe another opportunity, he'll look into doing that. But that should have been something he should have dominated or looked to dominate far more than what he did tonight.
Well, tonight he gave you a triple Doncic, right?
Yes, a triple Doncic. Yes.
And that's 22, 12, and 12.
Big game. We'll take that. I do see over one of the other groups here that it looks like someone wants to know what are we serving at Dub City tonight. The people want to know.
Well, we
The
have
people-
Fiesta. It's Fiesta night. We down there in San Antonio. We had San Antonio here. Fiesta night tonight.
Fiesta night. Okay. Serving up some tacos and some what else we got going on through there?
Little enchiladas. Not too much. Some Tex-Mex. Nacho
little light. A little
Yeah.
like Pico de Gallo going on around there.
Well,
Okay.
right now in Dub City, KP and Luka are the only ones getting the Fiesta special tonight. Only
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
the other guys, they were there, but these two were the ones that showed out tonight.
Okay. So the other guys can they at least get a taco or a drink
Oh, yeah,
while
they
they're
can.
inside?
Well, they can have something to drink, but they can't eat it. They can't eat. They can order something, but they can't get the special tonight.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
They get the
Understood.
special tonight. Yeah, Dub City is open tonight. Up in 214 downtown.
Okay. Gotcha. We're out there.
Yeah.
Light right. We got the light shining outside of Dub City tonight.
Well, we might be letting Maxie come to the table and get the special tonight. Maxie gave us 11 and 7 tonight. I might let Maxie get a dessert. Maxie can probably get a dessert tonight. He can probably get a
let him in
dessert
there.
tonight.
Yeah, let him get in there. Yeah, absolutely.
Your guy kicked doors, Josh Richardson. 12 points tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't a great night for Josh.
12 is good.
12 is. Yeah, but you know what? No, it's not good enough for him. I like to see Josh be more around like 16. I think he has it in him. 12 is what I expect from Dojo. I mean, not Dojo. I'm sorry, Dodo. 12 points for him is a good night with his defensive efforts. If I can get 28 points between those two guys, 25 to 28 points between those two guys, I can live with that as long as they're giving me that defensive effort. Luka, KP carry the offensive load. Dodo and Josh, give me 25, 6 between the two of you guys with good maximum defensive effort. I can win some games that way. Timmy's going to give me something off the bench. We could be okay. And Jalen Brunson as well.
Wasn't a good night for Timmy. Now, Tim usually he usually comes to Dub City. We usually take care of him, but we can't take care of him tonight. He only gave 9 points tonight. Can't party too hard up in Dub City.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing I tell you about when it comes to Timmy, man. It's not that we hate Timmy, we like him, but it's those nights like that. He can light you up and give you 25, 30, and it's like, man, he's hot. And then he'll come back and give you a 9. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. We're coming back off All-Star break. We'll let him get back in the rhythm. But we need to have Timmy up there around 18 points, 18 to 20 a night if he can give us that.
Dodo gave you 7 tonight. 31 minutes, 7 points.
We got to upgrade, man. I keep telling you, we got to upgrade that. That 7 is not going to.
I think his streak is over with. I think last year was that Michael Jordan said the ceiling is the roof.
Yeah,
the ceiling is. I think the ceiling might be the roof. Yeah, the ceiling is the roof.
That's a tough roof there, man. I mean, dude, Finney Smith is what? He's only in like his 5th year in the league.
Yes,
he's still very young. So I like to think he could give us a little more, man. But maybe they're not going to develop him anymore. I don't know. Is that the end? Is that the most we can get out of Smith? I mean, that's not a good look.
I guess so, man. I really guess so. I don't. I have no clue.
Yeah. Only time will
tell. Carlisle Stein, even with the dirty cheap shot tonight, he gave you 10 points tonight. That's a huge stretch for him.
Yep.
Here's one that was shocking tonight. I didn't feel like he had a good game against the Thunder, which they'll see again in tomorrow night. Is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson struggled, as my guy Gordon here said. What happened to Brunson in the fourth? I think they went ahead and set Brunson down tonight. They just we don't want to do anything with this.
Yeah, I mean, tonight will be the second night of a back-to-back, so maybe Brunson get more minutes and he'll show out, man. I mean,
he definitely get more minutes in the Oklahoma City Thunder game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not concerned about Jalen Brunson in the least bit, man. I think that when you're playing hot and you have to sit out for a while, man, it kind of goes away. So hopefully he can pick back up with that and pick where he left off, man, right before the All-Star break and keep kicking ass.
David, I agree with Shane. It's only one game, but we saw KP we haven't seen since the bubble.
Yes. KP, man. Well, again, we all know as Mavs fans, we knew what we were getting when we got KP. We knew what the potential could be for him in terms of how he plays the game of basketball. He works well with this team and how this team is structured. He's a perfect fit for this team. The only issue is, and I hate to keep harping on it, it's just we have to make sure that he is available. If he is able to play, he's the perfect guy with this Mavs team and how we play. I think tonight was just a great example of that, man. He can do a little bit of everything. You can put him on the inside. He can knock down mid-range. He can step out, pull the big man out of the lane, shoot the three ball. He can put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. He can catch oops. He can rebound. These are things that he can do. We just got to find consistency and keep him involved. That's all they have to do. And you got a 25 point a night guy that can give you 11, 12 board.
Trey Burke gave you 5. Trey Burke did something to me that irked me. I don't know if that was the third or fourth quarter. He had a fast break, and instead of going to basket, he stepped out to the 3-point line to shoot a 3.
Yeah, I
hate that so much. I don't care who.
Yeah.
I don't even care if Steph Curry does it. I hate when players do that. We seen that in that Denver Nuggets game before the break.
Yeah. Yep. Rick kind of let him have it a little bit. You can see it because he looked over at Rick and was saying something. They were jawing back and forth, going back down. But yeah, you got a 3-on-1 and you pull off to the side and want to shoot a 3. And like you said, if it's a problem for Steph Curry to do it, you're not Steph Curry. You need to be taking the ball and driving it in for a guaranteed 2 points, man.
Well, if my guy James Harden was shooting it, coming off from Magic City or whatever, I'd be okay with that. But
James Harden. Here's what you don't have to worry about. That James Harden is never on that side of fast break. He's always the one ball. And he does well when he can dribble the ball for 20 seconds and then jack up a 3. He doesn't like.
Yeah, my guy is still probably in Atlanta right now. They got the plane ready for it to come back and tip off tomorrow. Ready to go.
Get him in there.
Ready to go. Look at that. Mike Bassett just joined us. Look at there. Mike Bassett is here.
He's made it. He has arrived.
Yeah, that book hit me as well. Here we go right here. Where are the KP headers at? Raccoon squads. Where are the KP? There are no more KP. Well, I take that back. Mike just joined in, but Mike is giving him his props tonight. Mike is giving KP his props tonight.
Hey, has at Tovash 10 showed up?
No. He hadn't. We'll probably have to deal with him tomorrow night in the studio.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll deal with him tomorrow night in the studio.
We have to have a special conversation with him tonight. Tomorrow. Yeah.
And all he's gonna say is, so y'all excited about one game?
Yeah, you know exactly where it's coming from.
I know how my guy is.
Yeah. We know what he's going to say. Yeah, absolutely.
Tovash just got here. I remember I gave you the story yesterday. He was hating on me strong yesterday. Mavs got a new hardwood classic polo coming out that I purchased anyway. I'll wear it here on the post-game show. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
He took the opportunity and just, oh, well, that's great. You bought the shirt, but you can't wear it in the studio. And I'm like, you know what, man? I might not can wear it in the studio, but I was excited and pumped up about this polo that the Mavs put out a all-green polo shirt that I have copped. And this guy here, he just rained on my parade, man.
He doesn't want you to be great. He doesn't want you to be great.
A guy like me, why would you want to take from a guy like me? Of all people, a guy like me, take from somebody like me.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
What time, Kevin?
Come on, man. Y'all got to get Kevin. Y'all got to get off Kevin, man.
Kevin Gray is at Disney World right now.
The OnlyFans. God. Who started that? Carolina did that to him. She's the one that did.
She meant Patreon. I knew what she meant.
Yeah. But now the people are going to run with it.
Billy, would you like to answer this question here? Dwight Powell is gone? Question mark?
No.
Dwight Powell, no. 0 minutes. I want to make sure. I got my glasses on. I'll make sure I read this right. 0 minutes, 0 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists. Huh?
He's currently over at the Prescott's home. He's over there doing some.
No.
He's hanging out with the Prescotts tonight.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
We got confirmation on that earlier.
No. I'm tight with the fam. No, he ain't over there. He can't come over.
Yeah, he can't hang with the Prescotts.
No. Luka can come through, but he can't.
Oh, okay, he can't get. That's tough, man. That's tough. No, Dwight Powell didn't get a single minute. I was looking to see if he was going to get some playing time, but now, you know what? That's a great question by our guy Gordon right there. What are we going to do to get K Love? Now, I gave that some thought, man, and I've actually changed my mind on that.
Oh, you
I
don't
can
have a
handle.
jersey?
I found one for him. Back. I have one. I have one for him. It's ready to go. Now, what we're going to have to give up to get him, I'm not sure. That's a great question, Gordon. I thought about that. I pondered that all day. But Kevin Love, man, I think he could. I mean, because he's going to shoot the three ball. He can also play out of the post. He's going to give you rebounding as well. I think rebounding is going to be key for the Mavs going down the stretch, man.
I'm afraid I can't sign off on that jersey for
Oh man.
sign
Oh
off on
man.
that jersey for Kevin Love. I can't do it, man. No.
Well,
Now,
what's the problem?
what do you mean? He's old. We need somebody. I don't even know the last time I seen Kevin Love play.
That's
Still
true. I
crossing
haven't
my
really
fingers on Reddit Trade though. Do you see that's Mike? Still yes. Now we talking. Give me some shooting.
I mean, hey, you're gonna need somebody to get down there and bang and grab rebounds in the playoffs, man.
Look at that. Shane does not have a jersey for Kevin Love. Shane don't have
Hey,
one.
well, here's the great thing about that, Shane. As
Now
much as
here
we
we go.
love you,
Now here we go. Here's what we're talking about right here. Here's what we're talking about, Billy. Here's a guy that I got a jersey for right now. I got a jersey. I got it printed up already. All we got to do is make the trade happen or sign on the deadline. And I got this thing ready to go.
you got it ready for him, DeRozan,
I've
huh?
got this guy number 10 ready to go for him.
Y'all told me he doesn't shoot threes, though, man. That's what you need.
We're gonna overlook that, man. What we're gonna do is Luka's gonna do his thing, and this guy DeRozan, he's going to the basket. He's getting us two.
Okay.
He's going to the basket and getting us two. He's gonna set
2
Luka
point
up nice.
specials. Okay.
He can create. We need another create. We need a creator off the with his own shot and off the ball. This is who you want right here. This is the guy who you want right here. Him.
What's the likely?
I would consider it. I would consider it a good offseason if you got DeMar DeRozan and John Collins in the same offseason. I'd be happy with that. I would be happy with that. Like Shane said, that would put us in the top 4. There you go, right there.
Hey, you know what? But here's the deal: if you get DeRozan, man, what's the likelihood of old Poppin and DeRozan over here? What's the likelihood of that? Or are you talking about getting him during the off season?
No, we can. It don't look like anybody's going to trade for him because, as Carolina said last night, it looks like they're pretty much getting ready to go to the draft.
Yeah.
Spurs are, so they're going to let him walk. They're going to let him walk, and we could offer him. Listen, come just. I don't. What is that? No, I don't think you take 45. This 45 to Houston. Come straight up the highway to
35.
35.
Straight down 35.
Come straight up and come to D-Town.
Just keep driving. Keep driving until you see Reunion Tower, man. When you see Union Tower, you're here. You're here.
You're here. You are here.
And that's everybody likes DeRozan now, huh?
Yeah, we like DeRozan. I like DeRozan too. Jeff Kavanaugh. When I mentioned it the first time, he was he don't shoot threes. I don't want this guy here. We need floor spaces and 3-point shooters. But like as Mike said, he makes tough baskets. DeRozan is 1,000 times better than Dodo.
Yeah, he is. And the way the NBA is, it's not like we're playing defense anyway. So might as well go ahead and get him.
No, David Barber says at this rate he'll end up a Laker or a Net. No, he won't end up that because he's still a starter in this league, so he's not going to go somewhere and become a 6 man or come off the bench.
But for a championship though,
no, he ain't gonna do it. Who's a 2 guard over there at
in LA? Is it Kentavious Caldwell Pope?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, I'm not going to LA to come off the bench behind Kentavious Caldwell Pope. No, not doing
Well, if the Lakers are smart, they would take and put him in the starting lineup.
No, because Kentavious Caldwell Pope is the 3-point shooter on the floor. I'm not going to take DeMar for him because he gives me threes.
Right. And you got to space the floor with LeBron, so yeah, I can understand that. But listen, I will take DeMar DeRozan. If I could get him, I will take him. I really would. I like guys shoot the three ball, but there's something to be said about a guy that can create and hit the mid-range jumper as well. It makes the
Got a
team even
jersey.
tougher to defend.
I got a jersey for him, and I got a jersey for. I still got one for Rudy Gay. If they want, we'll trade him for Dodo.
What is the fascination with Rudy Gay, man? Like, what is it? What is the fascination with Rudy Gay?
I'm just
Just
saying,
that he's an upgrade. Oh, okay, I get it, but I mean, we're just excited about Rudy Gay because we feel like he's expendable from the Spurs, and he's just an upgrade over Finney Smith. I mean, is that really saying much?
Yeah. You want sevens? He ain't giving you no sevens. Let me go to his numbers tonight. They might not be too much better. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah,
I know he hit at least 2 threes.
Rudy Gay gave you 13 tonight.
He's long and rangy. I mean, I guess he could be a halfway decent defender, a rebounder. I mean, he's very long.
There you go. That veteran presence. Stuff like that.
Okay, well, if Papa make it happen, we might be able to find one in the back. But he's not getting a new jersey. He might have to work out that practice jersey for a little bit and then work his way up.
Well, yeah, that's why we're gonna take the White Pals jersey and give it to him.
No.
All we gotta do is change the name on the
You
White
got to
Pals
have
jersey.
energy, guys.
The
You got to
White
have
Pals
energy,
jersey.
guys.
The White Pals jersey ain't doing nothing but collecting dust right now.
Hey, you know what? He's a fan favorite. He's a fan favorite. It will be a sad day in Dallas the day that we moved Dwight Powell out of here because of the foolishness that you put forth out here for the people to hear. This is foolishness.
Wait a minute, man. Yeah, I don't deserve
You need energy guys. You need energy guys. I'm just telling you.
that. I don't necessarily think I deserve that, man. At all. Over here on the other side, DeMar DeRozan gave the Mavericks 30 and 11 tonight. 30 points, 11 assists. And then DeJounte Murray gave him 11. Keldon Johnson gave him 12. Patty Mills gave him 14. Rudy Gay gave him 13. And this Lonnie Walker kid gave him 12. Yeah, that's somebody else too.
Yeah. You know what, man? We might have to ask. We might have to get with Carolina and find out, man. I'll have to hit her Twitter later. What's the deal with DeJounte Murray, man? He was a very highly sought after guy for a little bit in San Antonio, man. I mean, he's young. A lot of people remember him for dating that one chick he was with in the beginning when he came in the league. She was hot, but he's a good basketball player, man. And it's like you haven't really heard much from him. I know he had an injury of some sort. But DeJounte Murray, I wanted him. I had a jersey for him. You want to talk about a guy that you want to have a jersey for? That's high.
You said the White Pals are try hard.
The disrespect.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Bill winning in 1988. Hey, listen, man. Your coach, Rick Carlisle. Your coach, Rick Carlisle, was doing some post-game stuff. Here he is right here. Let's check him out.
All right. Coach, why don't you get us started and then we'll go to questions.
Yeah, really a tale of two halves. The first half was disjointed. We were very distracted by a lot of things. Halftime, we were able to regather ourselves and really focus on ball security and defense. Porzingis was great in this game, really from start to finish. Shot making, cuts, the offensive rebound down the stretch was the difference in the game, in terms of putting the game away. He was great on defense. He passed the ball. He cut, he moved, he did virtually everything. And he's really adapting to well to teams putting smaller guys on him. He's mixing in cuts, rolls, pops, all those kinds of things, and along with crashing the board. So he was just tremendous. Luka had a great run down the stretch and also helped put the game away. The step back three was big. He had a couple of rim attacks, and really this was somewhat of a typical after All-Star break game. For us, we were out of rhythm early, and we had to find our rhythm, by concentrating and focusing on each other. San Antonio came out great. They were attacking. They were into us, had us on our heels. But I'm really proud of the way the guys adjusted and were able to get the win in the second half.
Hey, coach, staying on Porzingis and Luka, obviously, the two guys made the difference down the stretch. What do you see from them, and what do you think they can build going forward?
What do I see from them? They're both great young players, and as we move along in this, their chemistry continues to build. We're seeing a lot of different situations. With KP, different kinds of guys guarding them, smaller guys, liberal switching, trying to bait him into situations that aren't great situations for him or the team. But he's doing a great job of reading and making the defense pay a price. Sometimes it's simply with spacing. Sometimes it's with cutting. Sometimes it's with flashes deep into the paint and creating kick out threes or and ones. I just really love the way he's adjusting to the way people are playing him. And look, Doncic is great. Guy's a starter on the All-Star team. What else you want me to say?
Tim McMahon?
Hey, Rick, you've talked about KP having to build himself back up physically, obviously with the late start of the season. Where do you think he is in that regard now, and what kind of challenges come for him with the schedule being compressed like it is the rest of the way?
Well, my feeling is that he's trending up all the time. There's more evidence of it tonight. I think we're in a sweet spot with his minutes. He's defensively, he's been great ever since he came back, from the back issue last, a couple weeks ago. And so, look, and one of my jobs is to manage expectations, with all of our players. And I think it's important to understand that he's getting better and better and better. He's getting near where he wants to be and where we want him to be. But he's not quite there yet, and it's going to continue to take some time and more work. And he's been busting his tail. He really has. He's in on every off day. He's in the mornings on non-shoot around days, doing rehab work, doing body work, and the fruits of his efforts are showing.
Okay, thanks, Rick.
Man, Rick was pretty strong there. Like you say, I mean, he was in the All-Star game. What do you want me to say about it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that Rick was able to show KP some love, man. I mean, he deserves it, man. I mean, dude played very, very well today. And I know people will find a way to slide him and everything. And I've said this before. Well, some guys are just low-hanging fruit. And it's easy to pick on KP because – and it's almost like people want him to fail for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's just because people just feel like they feel like he's a threat to Luka. He's really not. But maybe people just don't like the fact that there's some shine around here not named Luka Doncic. And people are going to be critical.
Mike says, can he do it again tomorrow?
just wait and see, Mike. Just wait and see. It's going to happen.
Well, Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I am going to go ahead and serve as KP's personal agent going forward. I'm going to go ahead and accept that role. And I'll be here to speak on behalf of my client going. You don't have to worry about that. So please address all KP concerns this way. He will not be addressing the media anymore. I'll be speaking on his behalf. So don't worry about it.
Well, unfortunately, that's not true because right here I have Kristaps Porzingis next up here at the podium.
We just broke that today.
Okay. So this is the last one after this one.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hear what he got to say.
Okay, Tim McMahon starts off, please.
Hey, KP, where do you feel you are right now physically? Obviously coming back off the injury, the late start of the season, and what do you feel like are reasonable expectations for you moving forward, or what are your expectations moving forward?
I feel like I'm getting there. I still have to keep working. After you get a surgery, the leg is it's not feeling the same, you know. So you have to keep working on that strength and making sure it's strong and stable, and you feel confident at the end, you know. So it's a nonstop, you know, work. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling better with each day, with each game, and I'm putting in the work, and you know that just gives me the confidence that I can go out there and play freely, and that's it. So yeah, looking forward to the second part of the season. That's it.
Davide?
Hey, Kristaps, in this game in particular, what do you think you did best?
I think I had a pretty good game overall. What I did best. I mean, I don't know. I can't pinpoint one thing. I just played my game. Maybe the patience was the best thing. You know, kind of early on, wasn't really getting, you know, some looks that I would have liked, but stuck with it. And at the end, my teammates found me. Second half, played some good basketball, and that just gives us energy on the defensive end. So I would say confidence. I mean, patience and just trusting that you know things are gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question on behalf of Eddie. Can you talk about the different defensive teams are throwing at you, particularly with smaller defenders, and how you're adjusting to that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Each game is different. Each team plays me differently. Sometimes I just have a guard on me from the beginning of the game, and that's when I try to you know, utilize my height and my length inside the paint to score or to create for my teammates. But also, you know, we want to keep playing basketball. We don't want to, you know, stop too much and now look for the post up and things like that. So, I personally prefer to play against bigger guys. You know, that give me more space and that way I can, you know, have more threes from outside. And also when they do switch, that's when I can utilize my length on the inside. So kind of mixing it up and reading what the defense gives me. So I'm learning each game always, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Okay, we're gonna do one in Spanish because Maxi's in the room. Leonardo, go ahead.
Did you hear that? And it's funny he spoke to that, but I did notice that a lot of teams put a small guy on him. Of course, that's to get him in foul trouble and get him
Right.
But yeah, like, and also they take his spacing away on the floor. They take his position away quick. They can get in front of him when he's ready to get to his spot and try to cut him off when that happens. But here's a good question. I know you said you were speaking for KP now, so here's a question for Shane, if you'd like to answer that real quick.
Shane, you know, as the new advocate for Mr. Porzingis.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yes,
wait a minute.
we
There's only one advocate.
we do.
There's only one advocate.
I am speaking on behalf of my guy, Kristaps Porzingis. Yes, we do intend on playing tomorrow. As far as the matchup, I mean, here's the thing: KP is a matchup problem. Period. Okay, he's 7'3". I'm not gonna call him athletic, but he can do a lot of things that a lot of guards can do. Okay, he's really special in that regard. I think he's going to have a big game. I'm not going to call 28-14 again, but I do expect a double-double maybe. I think Luka's going to bounce back. And I think that's going to cause the KP to probably get shots. I'm going to call for, you know, a double-double, maybe somewhere around 23-11 tomorrow from KP.
Mike has a question for you.
No, I'm happy with what I've seen in the times he has been able to play. Ultimately, no, I'm not gonna say I'm happy, but I'm not just overall disappointed as well because he has missed quite a few games this year. He's still trying to work off, you know, the rust from before. I think he's getting there. We're gonna start seeing some things, but to say that I'm happy with KP's performance, I'm happy tonight, but overall on the total season, no, because there's been too much. There's too much meat left on the bone. In the words of our old friend, what was his name? Joseph Randall used to play for the Dallas Football Cowboys. Remember, he said DeMarco Murray out of here. Said he left too much meat on the bone. That's how I feel about KP so this season. He's left too much on the bone. But we're gonna get that fixed. Don't worry about it.
Stats are stats, but I just want to see the same energy from tonight. A little dog in it.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
I agree, 100%. We can't have this and follow up with 12. We can't have this and follow up with 12.
You're not happy about the season because you were down playing 17 and 10 the other night.
Well, yeah, because again, what you just saw tonight should be the standard.
Coming
This
off
should be the standard.
Coming off back spasms that obviously trickled down to Luka in the
that was not a real thing. That was not a real thing.
It was contagious. Maybe he touched him or something.
Maybe I've never once heard of a contagious back injury. Never.
I mean, apparently it traveled from KP to Luka, so I mean, it was going around in the locker room. This back spasm.
It's funny. Nobody else. A group of guys, about 15 guys in the locker room, and only your two best players conveniently caught it. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like they've been worried. It sounds like they've been worried about COVID. They should have been worried about this back spasms outbreak that's going on in the Sounds like they've been shutting the AAC down for the wrong thing. You know, this back spasm thing was getting out of hand. You know,
yeah.
Who's next after this? Hey, listen, real quick before I go into the Luka interview. Everybody that's tuning in right now, go to YouTube, type in BFB DFW or BFB Mavs, and subscribe to the channel. When you get out, and you can go see the Dak Prescott, his Scotty Prescott interview that we did last night with Dak Prescott's father on BFB. But next right here is your nephew. Your nephew is up next. Let's hear what he had to say about the game tonight.
Okay, Callie.
Hey, Luka. Rick mentioned that he sees you progressing in your chemistry with KP more and more. And I know we ask you about this a lot, but where do you feel like you guys have come in the last, I guess, maybe 2 or 3 weeks since he's kind of really gained his rhythm since some injuries? You know, where do you feel like you're at in terms of your relationship and your on-court chemistry with him?
I mean, I don't really know, but, we are all progressing as a team. KP's playing way better. He's getting that confidence from his injury, and I think he's going to still build his confidence, and he's going to be way better.
All right, Tim McMahon.
Luka, you had that step back late there where DeJounte Murray was all the way turned around, like 6 feet away from you when you let it go. What's it feel like when you have a move like that knocks a good defender that far kind of off his balance?
I mean, it's a great feeling, but I think he was doing an amazing job on me today. He's a really good defender. I think he's a really good defender. But when you do a move, you feel good about it,
Okay, last one in English, Davide, then we'll be 1 in Spanish, and then be done.
Hey, Luka, back to Porzingis. What do you think you guys can improve in your chemistry together and, be that 1-2 force that the Mavs need to be, contender?
What can be?
Yeah. What you guys can still do? Well, what kind of level you guys can reach together?
I mean, there's a question I don't know answer to, for real. Whatever it will go, I can know where to go, and I don't know the top of it. So there's a question without answer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and last one, Leonardo and Espanol.
Billy? Interesting. Did you hear that last one?
I did. I was not. I actually could not. I was having some technical difficulties over here. I just saw Luka looking real confused. But what was that last question? I missed it.
A question. He said, "Where do you see you and KP? What do you see you and KP going here?" I don't have an answer.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, I guess if the question was as you just said it, there's not really too many ways you can read that. I mean, where do you see you and KP going? And Luka responded with, "I don't have an answer for that."
And he's like, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a specific answer for that."
It's kind of a tough. Is it really a tough question? I mean, it's pretty.
That's right. I don't think that's a tough question. I don't think that's a tough question. I think that's an easy question. That's an easy answer too.
What should the answer have been? What did you want to say?
Either we're gonna continue to get dubs. Mike said, I don't think he really understood the question.
Yeah, that's what I kind of gathered from that. Because when I looked at him, he looked like he was kind of dumbfounded on like what happened.
Look at this. Look at this. This is another one. I used this already tonight. The ceiling is the roof. Michael Jordan. Dodo has already reached the ceiling of his roof.
Oh God.
Yeah, man. What, man? You would know. You should know the answer to that question when somebody asks you. If somebody says if somebody says Billy and Walt, Walt, where are you and Billy going with this show? I'm gonna say, man, we going to the top.
Yeah, we're going as far as we can. We're gonna push it.
We're gonna keep putting this content out and keep putting out shows is what we're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't maybe Mike's right about that, or let's hope that Mike is right about that. That maybe Luka just didn't understand the question, but that's going to get some attention from somebody.
Luka answered honestly. He didn't answer. He didn't answer the question at all.
Hey, well, sometimes no answer is better than giving the wrong answer. So I mean,
he gave a little safe, I don't know, answer type.
Little safe talk. Yeah,
a little safer.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like the question that came before that when they were asking about what does that do for you when you have a move like that. It's basketball, guys. People are going to get crossed over. People are going to slip and fall. Defensively, to stay ahead of the game, you're going to anticipate, and sometimes you're going to guess wrong and look stupid. It's basketball. I mean, I hate when people ask, "Oh, how did that change the game when you made that move?"
So you hate Tim McMahon now? Is that what I'm understanding? You hate Tim
No,
McMahon?
no, I don't hate Tim. I just think that's a very stupid question to ask. I mean, how does that affect the game? It was a nice crossover. I'm sure somebody else crossed somebody else over during the course of the game. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, we got the dub off of that crossover, Billy. That's why it's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Love this comment right here. Love this. Yeah. Love this. This is awesome. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that.
We are on our way up there, Shane. Rangers, 100% Rangers tickets. Let's go Cuban. Mark Cuban did say by the end of the season that the AAC will be at full capacity.
Oh, okay, that's good. Is he gonna make everyone wear a mask?
Probably so.
Okay.
The Rangers even said it'll be a full capacity, but you got to wear a mask.
But what are you gonna do? You when you come in, but what about when you're once you get out there? I mean, doesn't it defeat the purpose? I mean, people are gonna take their mask off. What are you gonna stop all these people from make them wear a mask?
I mean, they're gonna operate at 100%, but everybody's not. But like when we were trying to get tickets earlier, you're gonna have to buy it by the area. I think. I mean, the mask. At the end of the day, you can't make people wear masks. I mean, the mask mandate is over. You kick them out all you want, but they still can come back the next game.
Yeah, that's gonna be something to kind of keep an eye out for, man. I'll say this just real quick, completely unsports related here. I had a friend of mine that went to the grocery store today and saw a first piece of conflict between a manager in the store and one of those "it's my right" type people. Yeah, so that's happening. That is a real thing.
That's why you're trying to get this Johnson and Johnson's. I want this one-stop shot and get on up out of here. I don't have to worry about it no more. Whenever I come in, I just flash my card. Hey, your boy vaccinated. Let me in.
I'm good.
Let your boy get in. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. I'll be vaccinated per Tarrant County. Shout out to Tarrant.
There you go.
Shout out to the 817.
There you go. Yeah.
Tarrant County. Fort Worth, Funky Town, all that out there.
They tell me if you slid down there to 713, they had one specifically for you. Yours was ready ahead of everyone else's. So, there are people that have not been vaccinated in the 713. They want to make sure that yours comes first, man. So, if you're willing to make that trip, you can get it a lot quicker than instead of 4 to 8. We're talking about 4 hours. You can have it.
No, I don't know nothing about that. I only check one area code 972 and 21. I mean, two areas 972 and 214. I told you,
That's
I don't
not
know
what the
about
word
the
on the street is.
I don't
That's
know
not
about
what the
that.
word on the street is.
I don't do the 469. The 469 was later in my lifestyle. I don't know about that. I can't subscribe to that. But yeah. Rangers open today. Well, we were trying to find tickets for that, and those prices are a little bit outrageous. I might still
Yeah.
go because it's Rangers open today. I don't believe in missing Rangers open today, so I might still be at Rangers open today.
Right.
But yeah, so let's take a look real quick here. The schedule. As the Mavs are going to be, where you go? Oh, Mavs schedule. Well, actually, let's take a look at the standings real quick. After this game tonight, that I think they're in 8th spot right now. Right now, if the playoffs start today, the Mavericks will be playing the Utah Jazz in the first round.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup, but yeah, got to get out of that. The Spurs were right in front of us at 7, right? How many games are we behind on them?
Still, their record is 18-5. We're 19-16.
They're 18-5. You mean 18-15?
I'm sorry, 18-15. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm about to say 18-5, man. They're behind schedule, aren't they? 18-15. We're not, so we're a game behind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad, man. They can keep moving. I told you, Walt, this thing was gonna get rolling. This thing is gonna get rolling. The Mavericks, if they can just stay the course, they're not gonna get up in the top 4. They're not gonna do that if something just drastic happens. But man, this team, I think they can find their way battling for a 6 or 7 seed, assuming health or whatever, man. And the way the Western Conference is, when you have a Luka and hopefully you have a KP out there, and depending on what they do with the trade deadline, if they add a piece or whatever, man, this team could be a tough out if they can get into the playoffs, man. So I'm not going to sit there and rule out anything at this point. I think I'll rule out is a top 3 or 4 seed in the West. Anything else is attainable.
You want to know what's a shocker looking at the standing list? Do you know who the number 1 team is? I'm sorry, the number 2 team is in the Western Conference right now?
Who is it?
The Phoenix Suns.
I thought it was the Suns. Wow. So the Lakers dropped into 3, huh?
Right. I think the Lakers are like 1 or 2 games behind them. Looking at this. They're what Suns are 24-11, the Lakers are 24-13.
Okay.
The Phoenix Suns are the number 2 team in the Western Conference. Let that sink in for a second. The Phoenix Suns. I don't know who to give kudos to. Chris Paul or Monty Williams. I don't know who.
I think you get to both of them. Chris Paul, we know what Chris Paul's going to bring, man. He's going to keep those guys playing. He's going to have them playing hard, and they're going to compete. Any team led by Chris Paul, they're going to compete because he's the ultimate competitor. So they're going to compete, man. They have no option but to follow. I read something earlier today on Instagram saying that Devin Booker might be on the trade block, or looking to move Knicks.
I don't know, but Mike wants Phoenix in the first round. Mavericks don't do too good against Phoenix.
well, this year so far, I mean, the Mavericks don't do good against Phoenix.
Every year, Devin Booker tears the Mavericks up every time he plays them.
Yeah, I mean, but that would be probably it's hard to say that when we haven't beat them, but I think that could be a matchup that could very well get. If they ran into it, I think they would have a pretty strong chance, assuming KP is there. This is all assuming KP is going to be there and balling the way that we think he can.
All right, so let's get over here to the games. Tomorrow night they're going to take on the Thunder. I'm pretty sure you're giving them a dub on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give them a dub against the Thunder. They took care of the Thunder right before the break. I think they could do it again. They're not really a good basketball team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we know what he is. They're going to have to keep. They're going to have to keep a lock on him, or at least try to. But I think that's a game that's very winnable. It's in OKC. Let's go down there, get a dub, and let's keep moving.
Hold on one second here. Also, after that, they're going to play the Nuggets on Saturday. I think that might be a prime time game because that's a 9 o'clock game too. Very late game.
Yeah,
Very late game.
that's on
And
Saturday,
then
so I guess I won't be going to church Sunday morning. Apparently,
you weren't gonna go to church even if the Mavericks were playing that.
yeah,
early.
you're probably right.
Don't
Yeah,
even
you're
don't
probably
even
right.
do that. And then we got the Clippers back to back. We're gonna get the Clippers on Monday, and then we're gonna get them again on Wednesday.
Uh, give me one of those.
Which one you want a Monday night or you want to? Both games are here.
Give me a Monday night. Let's start the week off the correct way. Give me a Monday
Okay.
night. Duh.
Okay, and then losing on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat the Clippers back to back, man. That's a good basketball team. I will find it. I'm sure Kawhi will play both of these games. I think the last time we played the Clippers was that the one where we beat them by 50.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Kawhi will
And
definitely be there
was
for both of these games.
and Kawhi wasn't there, and
Right.
we're gonna
I don't think the Morris guy was there either.
we're gonna be looking for Morris to come back. We're gonna have the Dojo man on the court this time, right? Because that's what we brought
Yeah.
him here for, to defend Luka.
Yeah,
Well,
and KP will be playing, so that'll be good.
Well, don't stop too short because also after you go back to back with the Clippers, then you got back to back with the Portland Trailblazers.
Well,
Dame time.
if you can get 1-1, if you can get one against the Clippers, one against the Trailblazers, take care of the games you're supposed to win. I think we can take care of Denver. I don't think I mentioned anything about it, but take care of the Thunder tomorrow. I think we can Denver. I think we can get that Denver game. It's going to be close, but I think we can mess around and get Denver and do a 1-1 against the Clippers, 1-1 against the Blazers, and you can come out of there. If you can go 4-2 out of that 6-game stretch, man, I'll take that. You can be okay.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what the NBA is doing with these late games. 9 o'clock Friday, 9 o'clock Sunday. For both Trailblazer games, they're both 9 o'clock games. Denver's 9 o'clock. Clippers is 8 o'clock, and on Monday and on Wednesday it's an 8:30 game.
Well, I guess nobody be getting any sleep around here over the next couple of days.
I mean, I guess I'll go to the gym those nights.
Yeah, might as well. You'll be up late enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be up late enough. So yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Think the Mavericks about to hit one of those patches where they're about to lose a lot of games right here.
Okay.
Thunder, they're gonna win. I'm gonna actually give them a loss to the Nuggets.
Okay.
Hell, Billy, this is gonna sound like some hating. I don't want to do this, but maybe you know what? They'll catch Portland slip. I'll give them one game against Portland. I'll give them one game against.
Yeah, I think they'll get one.
I'll give one game against Portland. Other than that, they're gonna lose both games to the Clippers, and one game against the Trailblazers. I'm gonna take the Sunday game.
Okay. So basically, you got them going 2-4 over the next 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I got them going 4-2 over the next 6. I think this Mavericks team is about to find their way. I'm telling you, man, it's something about the level of competition. Luka rises to the level of the competition. I would be more concerned if we were playing a really, really bad team. But if we
beat us twice.
Hey, well, I tell you what, Luka owes Dame. Luka owes Dame. Okay. Luka owes Dame. He can shoot all the logo jumpers he wants to. That's fine. We got something for that. He can get all his.
Is Lockdown Luka coming out?
What they need is lockdown Dame. That's what y'all forget. Y'all forget you got to have somebody to check Luka. You don't have that. You don't have anybody on that team that can check Luka. I mean, and I know you're going to run around tell me about Melo and those type of guys. That's all fine.
What about Melo? Who's guarding Melo?
We're throwing Maxey back on him again. Maxey wants to ring. Yeah, we're throwing Maxey back on that situation. Yeah, let me go ahead.
Barbecue chicken.
That's fine.
Barbecue chicken.
That's
Let's do
fine.
it.
I'll have the conversation with Maxie. I'll make sure
I
he's
tell-
prepared for that
the
matchup.
last time that happened, the day before that game, Carmelo Anthony had a dream that Maxi Kleber was sticking him, and he lived it last time they were on the court. He lived that dream out.
Yeah, to the tune of 15 points and some piss poor ass shooting. That's what I saw, man.
No. He tore him up. They had to put Dodo on him. Said you
Man,
can't
listen.
guard him no more. Get on over
The
here.
the Cardinal dream is over, man. That's been over. We got to stop this. We got to stop all this heavy promoting. It's not what it used to be, okay? It's not what it used to be. You know, so I like Melo, but it's over. It's over.
It's not. He's scoring. He's up there in the high. He's scoring about. He giving you KP numbers as far as scoring.
Yeah, you know what? I just can't get with it. It's over. That dream is over. I'm telling you.
So how do we do this tomorrow night? Are we not doing the post game show tomorrow night? How do you feel about that? Play it by ear.
Oh, well, that's right. That's right. Because I forget we're in the studio tomorrow.
Well, yeah, they start the games damn late.
What time we saw? The game starts at what? 8:30.
The time we start the show. So by the time we finish the show.
Yeah, by the time we finish the show and then get home. Yeah. I don't know, man. It might not be a post game tomorrow. I mean, I'm always down to talk Mavs, but maybe we can kind of keep people advised as we're going. We're going to run into that as the season goes because these games are going to get later.
We're only doing it now in the second half because the game's later.
Well, I mean, what do the people want? We always defer to the people, man.
I might have something cooked up for us tomorrow. I might have something cooked up. I might put something in the pot and cook it up for us tomorrow night.
Hey, cooking is good.
Might have something real smooth set up for us tomorrow. I'll work something here. We can't have the people not having a post game show. You know, these people.
They look forward to it.
We can't leave Shane. We can't leave Bassick out here hanging like that.
You're right. Yep. Whatever we got to do.
We can't do. We'll figure it out. I'll put something together. But yeah, so we'll be in studio tomorrow, and we may or may not be back tomorrow night. But I got a strong feeling we'll be back tomorrow night. So we'll figure it out. Don't worry, we'll do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll definitely see you around tomorrow night.
Salutations, people.